Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Recipe Tuesday. I don't have a recipe for you today, but what I do have is I do have a few kitchen tips and things you can use in place of while you're cooking. So let me go ahead and get started on that. For example, if you're going to bake something and you don't have powdered sugar, but you have granulated, that's an easy solution. All you have to do is take whatever amount of granulated sugar you have and run it through your blender or say a NutriBullet or something, and you just chop it up for about a half a minute, 45 seconds, hit stop, and you have powdered sugar. So that remedies having to pay an extra couple of dollars, I guess, for powdered sugar when you really don't even need it. You have it right under your nose. Um, Another one that's good is whether you're making French toast, oatmeal, grits, perhaps. I know that's pretty big down here where I'm at in the South. Um, Cream of wheat, any of your hot cereals, the French toast. If you don't have any vanilla extract and you don't have any milk, but let's say you have International Delight coffee creamer vanilla, or say Cinnabon, or whatever flavor you want. The only flavor I don't recommend if you're going to make any type of a hot cereal, I don't really recommend anything with the chocolate in it, but I'm perfectly fine with using French vanilla, say a cinnamon flavored creamer. Um, you know, you do have white chocolate raspberry, but that's a little different. That just gives you a little bit of a raspberry flavor. Hazelnut is good. Amaretto, Irish cream, coconut cream, which is in the Coffee Mate brand. Um, there's so many different variations of the coffee creamers that you can use in place of the vanilla and the milk, and it turns out rather good. If you don't want to go that route, you could get a flavored almond milk, soy milk, cashew milk, whichever you want, and you could always go that route. I've also done that. You also have another type of milk out there. It's called Rice Dream. What it is it's rice milk and it's vanilla and it's very good. I used to use that once upon a time when I used to make my protein smoothies in the morning. It's very good. And if you've never tried it, I definitely recommend all of you to give it a try. And if you haven't tried any of the other milks that I mentioned, they're very good as well. So there are different things you can do when it comes to using things in place of. Here's another one. Whenever I cook spaghetti sauce, I like to use basil, oregano, parsley separate. I don't like it intertwined. But there has been times in a pinch when I needed something. Maybe I ran out of basil, parsley, oregano, and the separate, but I had Italian seasoning. So the Italian seasoning is a great use in place of, say, the other three in case you run out of one of them, or if in the event that you run out of more than one. So I definitely do that as well. There's so many different things when it comes to being in the kitchen that you could use as something in place of if you don't have it, to. So let me see. The only other thing that I can think of is if you ever want to make hot chocolate, but you don't have any cocoa packets, so to speak. That's an easy one. Just go back to the basics. Get a saucepan, put your milk in it, or however you like to fix it. Take that, put it in your saucepan. Let's say you have cocoa powder. All right, turn on your stove, low medium, add your cocoa powder, mix that in, and then you could add your sugar once you pour it back into your mug after it comes to a slight boil and it gets hot. And that's another way to go about preparing a hot chocolate. I actually prefer doing it the old-fashioned way versus what you get in the packets. Not that there's anything wrong with the packets, there isn't. But I myself personally would much rather do things the old-fashioned way, primarily because I am old school. That's a given. So hopefully, you know, these few tips that I've given, uh, again, most of them apply to breakfast meals, but you know, that's still okay. But I'm glad that you guys could join me this morning on these few little tips that I have, and I hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and I will see you guys back here on Thursday. Hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you guys then. Take care. Bye for now.